Welcome to another edition of Florida Newsmakers with our very special guest, Barry Gilway, President and CEO of Citizens Property Insurance. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, I appreciate you inviting me, Alia.
Let's get started. A named storm already. I mean, we're a few days into the hurricane season. What concerns do you have, and what message do you have out there for homeowners?
Well, I think the message is a good one. Clearly, Citizens has never been in better shape, and better shape in two different ways. The first is the liabilities associated with the storm. We've reduced the assessment load by 47%. Over the last 12 months. In fact, if you go back to 2010, there was over $10.5 billion worth of unfunded liabilities. We've got that down to $3.8 billion.
So to translate that into layman's terms, is that a good thing for policyholders? Citizens profit on policyholders? Well,
it's a good thing not only for policyholders, it's a good thing for all Floridians, because in the event that those unfunded liabilities exist, they have to be paid by assessments to Floridians. And so we've basically eliminated over 3 years $7 billion in assessments. Second issue, Alia, with the storm is 4 years ago we had zero loss adjusters under contract. We literally have 1,000 adjusters right now in the field, and we have an additional 2,800 adjusters under contract, certified adjusters, trained, licensed, ready to go in the event of a storm.
Peace of mind in the event.
Huge peace of mind.
In the event we have a disaster. Governor Scott recently signed into law some sweeping changes at Citizens. Can you sort of tick them off just very briefly, and what that means to the average person?
Well, let me hit some of the key ones from my perspective. The one objective I personally had going into the legislative session was really the clearinghouse. And SB 1770 ultimately accepted the clearinghouse principally in the form that we had imagined. And the clearinghouse is huge, because the bottom line is it benefits Citizens policyholders, gives them options for better coverage, better price, benefits agents with increased distribution, benefits companies with increased distribution. So the clearinghouse will have a huge impact in allowing policyholders to get better price, better coverage in the marketplace.
Isn't the goal to sort of just push the policyholders appropriately into the private marketplace?
Well, I think the goal basically is to give policyholders more options, because right now the only option they have is Citizens. And Citizens, we do not have the best coverage in the marketplace. We don't have competitive coverage. So the goal is to make sure that every single Floridian has the ability to get a more competitive price, and I got to tell you, far better coverage than we make available at Citizens. So it's a good thing for the policyholders.
And any changes to some of the homeowners that are seeking policies through Citizens as it relates to coastal homes, which has always been a concern in the state?
Right. Part of the legislation basically, over a period of 5 years, basically takes the maximum home from $1 million down to $700,000. But that doesn't start until 2015, so it's not fully implemented until 2018. So over a really a 5-year period, we're reducing the coverage A amount, the value of the homes that can enter Citizens in terms of coastal homes, and that's a good thing.
And depopulating Citizens has really been a goal for several administrations, but I know it's a key priority now as well, and appropriately so, sort of bringing Citizens back into what it was intended to be, an insurer of last resort.
Absolutely.
Do you see us getting there as a state?
Not only are we getting there, I would say one of the things I'm most proud of is what we've accomplished. If you go back 18 months, 430,000 policyholders have left Citizens and gone into the private marketplace. In many cases, getting better pricing. In virtually all cases, getting better coverage. And frankly, they're going to companies that have reinsurance programs in place at the 1 in 100 level. Whereas Citizens, of course, we're only covered really to the 1 in 60 year level.
And very briefly to the viewers, policyholders that are looking for a good policy who have had some challenges, what do they need to do? I mean, should they just come to Citizens first, look at the private marketplace? Just a quick summation.
They should absolutely shop. I literally was with a company yesterday. They brought in a list of 3,500 policies, and in many cases, the coverage available in the private marketplace was 50% of the price that they would pay with Citizens. Because today, if you go to a direct writer in the state, in many cases, that policy just doesn't get shopped. So the number one piece of advice I would give to any customer is absolutely shop your business. Make sure you get as many companies bidding for your business as you possibly can. And of course, that ultimately is the goal of the clearinghouse, to make sure that happens. So we're supporting policyholders in their ability to shop that business across any market that might have an interest for them.
With that, thank you so much. I am certain that we'll be talking to you. Good luck. And to you, our viewers, thank you so much for joining us.